This is a day that my Father has made. I will rejoice. Jah, I thank you for this morning. Oh, it's a brand new day. Little bird, they're thanking as they sing. So let's all get down and pray.
Good night, teacher and prof fans. Welcome to your favorite weekly program. We talk about anything. Anything that's topical or current, right here on Teacher and the Prof. So, and as usual, we want to welcome you, especially to our new subscribers and our first time that will see and hear this content. We welcome you. I'm Teach, and I have my co-host, Prof. Wagwan.
Night, folks. Thanks again for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend and engage. And as my friend said, welcome to our new subscribers. Thanks for joining us. Now, I know it might not be your favorite topic, but it's our favorite topic. Since the season is coming to an end, we want to discuss the end of season in the world of football. For those of you who are American soccer, we did a segment at the beginning of the season. We also did one during the World Cup. I would think it's only fair that we do one at the end as the season is wrapping up across Europe in general. You might not be a fan of the sports, but what we have to say and discuss is very interesting. So I hope you guys tune in, and I hope you guys enjoy the content.
And ladies, if you come across the channel and this is not your favorite topic, your spouse, just introduce the channel to your spouse and say, listen to them, muter. Tell me if that makes sense.
Right.
No problem with that, So, specifically, where we're going there?
Well, let's start with the Bundesliga since it wrapped up today. The German league wrapped up today. And so folks, just so for full disclosure, today is Saturday. Normally we shoot the program on a Friday. Today is Saturday. And we are discussing what already happened in the Bundesliga. And we're gonna try and predict what's gonna happen tomorrow in the English league. All right. So my friend, full disclosure, as you know, as you can see, you can see part of my Bayern Munich logo, and to the right, to the left of Bayern Munich is Borussia Dortmund logo. Now I'm a Bayern Munich fan, right?
I have many clubs. That are the fullest disclosure we can have. Many clubs.
I am a man of many clubs. I support clubs in different leagues, different countries, right? So even though I'm a Bayern Munich fan, I wanted Dortmund to win. I'm tired of Bayern Munich dominating.
And that's more for the league's sake.
Yeah, I've gotten bored with Bayern. So I was hoping, and I don't care who picks.
No, but this one is better. This Bayern win is a little bit better than previous because it came down to the last day, and they came from behind.
Yes,
on the last.
I was so hoping for them to lose. I can't believe Dortmund, as the English would say, bottled it.
Yeah, got a beatable team, a struggling team, and
a team that have nothing to play for.
Yeah.
And they knew they had to win. They knew if Bayern win, they had to win. They couldn't draw the game. They're 2 points ahead. A draw would mean they're level on points. But Bayern had a far superior goal difference. And missed penalty, so many missed chances. And it's not like Bayern dominate Cologne. They didn't.
You can't remember what minute of the game Bayern scored? Because for a long time it was level.
Bayern scored. Oh, it was early in the second half. Like, I want to say, about the 20. Where's the German league?
Because when I was watching the Borussia Dortmund match, and they keep making reference to the Bayern, and it was
Bayern scored very, very early, 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Yeah, because when I started watching, I started watching Dortmund game 0-0. Then I said, let me switch, and I switched to Bayern game, and then I saw Kingsley score the goal. And I'm there watching it, and I'm like, come on, Dortmund. Then I see mine scored for 15 minutes. I was like, oh crap. Then he scored a second goal again, 24 minutes. In between that, they got a penalty. I'm not gonna curse Hala because he just came back from testicular cancer. You know, but man, that penalty miss. And they scored a second goal late. Like 90 something minutes.
And something, let me see them run with the ball to the center. They're not even celebrated. Because they were so hurrying up to restart the game.
Up to restart the game to say they can get a second goal. And what I don't understand is Jude Bellingham.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play the last game. Right? It was a doubt. He made the bench. Marco Reus, the captain, was on the bench. Right? Yeah, he had to come on 40 minutes in the game. Now my thing is, why not start him then? If you bring him on.
I think the mentality of the team, probably the coach have to assess himself. I think the mentality of the team was a showing.
Yes.
Before the game started, and they played that way.
Yes, that's true.
They played the first half without any energy, and then they were clinical, and it was an attitude. Made us sense that it was an attitude, how they view the opponent, and it's a cakewalk, and they select the side as such.
And Bellingham just didn't come at all. So why was he on the bench then? What was the purpose of putting him on the bench? What was the purpose of having?
So crying. So that he came on the pitch after the match.
After the match and company, yeah. But before, why was he named to the bench if he was going
to make an impact, none at all?
Yeah. Why name him? Why? You're open that you were up 4-0, did they bring him on? I don't. So, why? And you know, months ago, the mayor from Munich said Dortmund is too stupid to win.
His word came to pass today.
And there's a huge backlash, which is correct. He can't say that.
That.
But they proved him right. Everybody.
A lot of clubs do that, you know.
Every pundit, every analyst. No, Dortmund have done this several times.
Underestimate teams and play weaker team and pay dearly for it. and then bring on a stronger team, and you lose the momentum. The game plan totally different when you bring on the star player. Them, it just not work all the time.
You know, every single pundit that I've listened to had Dortmund winning.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
They're like, there's no way Dortmund can lose.
It was a perfect team to play.
They have
for you to win the last match.
Yeah, the team have nothing to play for. and the reason why one of the reasons I really want Dortmund, I really want Dortmund to win, not because I'm bored, but I wanted Bayern to lose because I wanted the board to get rid of Oliver Kahn and Salihamidzic.
And they won, but they won the game, but you still won that wish.
Dude, they got rid of them before the game started. They were actually banned from going to the stadium.
What?
Yes. Oliver Kahn said it. He said today is the worst day of his life because he was prevented
from going to his club?
Yes.
His childhood club?
Yes. Listen.
I know he's a CEO.
It had to get done. It had to be done. You know why? He would have been a distraction.
Because of the internal.
Yeah. He would have been a distraction. They probably wanted the team to go out with no pressure, no expectation. Tuchel could do his job and pick the team without fear of dealing with those two guys. Those two guys are clowns, man. Clown. The way they got rid of what's his name? Where coach him again?
Oh, the previous coach.
Yeah. The man lost 3 games all season.
It wasn't good enough.
You signed the man to a long-term 5-year contract. And your excuse is that he didn't think he was doing a good job or he could do the job properly. Bayern wasn't dominating. Bayern was leading in the Bundesliga. They were in the semi-final of the DFL Polka, and they were in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and they lost no game at all in the Champions League.
At the point when they changed the coach, yeah.
Under Nagelsmann, you know.
They wanted to change him from the beginning of the season, early into the season, like from Tuchel became available.
Yeah, but Tuchel became available. Tuchel became available early.
Right, so they couldn't do it. So now them looking for excuse, and the man not giving an excuse, to let him go.
I agree because Tuchel is available. He's there in Munich. That's where he lives, and they're worried that somebody else might snap him up, right?
Right. And somebody else would. And
so they got rid of Nagelsmann. I mean, listen, people.
There's no justice. The argument does stuff.
There's other arguments on the other side. They're saying, "Oh, Nagelsmann should not have gotten rid of Lewandowski and shouldn't have said they could do without Lewandowski and his goal that he provided and blah, 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 blah." My thing is, he wasn't losing. He lost 3 games. Nagelsmann lost less game than Tuchel.
In the end.
In the end.
I think Champions League semifinals, they wanted a steadier and more experienced person to win Champions League. They lost faith and said, "Oh, maybe this is how far it can carry us further."
Yeah, because they got beaten by Villarreal or Valencia last year, and I was at Seville. I can't remember. Yeah, but still, it can't because Tuchel won the Champions League year before.
Champions League pedigree. So it's a whole of things, you know. It's a whole of things. No, and a lot of things them there were reasonable things to consider. But
he was
in the end, it never justified. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was there. He was there. It was their man. They hired him. They paid Leipzig what 20 something million to release him from a contract. So you don't want him. Give him 5-year contract, and then do that, and I expect to hold on to your job.
Yeah, people do that because it reminds me of Nuno from Wolf, and then Tottenham they look and say, boy, some big name coaches now available, and then just they don't give the chance to recover from a bad start. They're not doing it. They will give big name coaches the chance, but not the small name coaches.
Look at where they are now. Look at where Tottenham is.
Yeah, under the big name coach stewardship. I think they're 8, if my memory serves right. And it don't work. But Chelsea is a different color. But we're going to stay to Germany until we close up Germany before we go to that crazy place called England. The English Premier League. But congratulations to Bayern Munich.
I grudgingly say congratulations.
Give to Caesar what is due.
No.
I will go at them next year again.
And at least Mane won the German league. Despite the fact that he didn't contribute anything.
Well, he did better than one Aubameyang that played 8 minutes for Barcelona this season, got transferred to Chelsea, and just because of the fact that he played 8 minutes, he is a champion also.
Who said that?
Yep.
But
research it. Yes, they're up. Yeah, when Barca won before the season end, mathematically, congratulations went out and they put it out that because of his 8 minutes.
Well,
he played.
We know players who hardly play and win
A lot of trophies.
Yes, so okay.
But I never know that he would have been qualified.
I didn't know either.
Lucky dude, because he's not even playing for Chelsea.
So the German league is done and dusted.
Spanish.
Well, do you want to discuss the table?
For the German?
Yeah.
Any surprises looking at the table for the finishing?
Well, you know,
who's other 2 teams for Champions League next year?
So Red Bull, Leipzig, qualified. I think they came. Red Bull came 3rd. Union Berlin came 4th. I know I remember one, but Union Berlin was leading the league. You know.
Early pace setter.
Yeah, European League. Freiburg,
yeah.
Then Europa Conference League is Bayern Leverkusen.
I wanted them just so like a Jamaican sentiments with Bailey to make it to the Champions League. So they came 6th.
Well, you know, who's the coach?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know the coaches?
No, I'm gonna follow them since Bailey gone. But just have that little thing that's hope that them, you know.
So he's a Spaniard. He played for Bayern Munich. He also played for Real Madrid,
Xavi,
and he also played for Liverpool.
Alonso.
Alonso. So we have an ex-Liverpool player, coach Leverkusen, and he did well. They made it to the quarterfinals, to the semifinals at the Europa League. Lost to Roma, 1 goal. And when he took over mid-season. They were struggling when he took over.
This special one say Xavi, for them meet him knows he's gonna be a good coach one day. I guess in personality, from day one, him cut out to be a leader and a coach.
He was on the list for Chelsea. He's on the list for Tottenham. And they were touting that if Ancelotti left for the Brazil job, he would be on the list for Real Madrid.
Ancelotti is
Brazil national team wants Carlo Ancelotti.
You serious?
I'm dead serious. The Brazil national team was hoping
that them do bad and get sacked.
People say
bad. Bad to people.
The federation need to say count and say, but people
say, but that means words.
People are saying.
May I ask you a question?
And I was one of those people saying that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question here. That's what I was.
Listen, Carlo is an AC Milan man, you know. Player, coach AC Milan.
Yeah.
One of my favorite coach, you know. Despite the fact that in there, Real Madrid do me hate. I hate Real Madrid so much that I wanted Manchester City, which I hate, to win.
Yeah. And with that, you must say you're first the Spanish league, you're Barcelona.
I'm a Barcelona fan. Barca. I'm an AC Milan fan in Italy. Oh, so you know, today, PSG won the French Championship. Ligue 1. Yes, he scored.
By how many points? Is the last game today?
No. Next week is the last game.
Oh.
Next the last game.
Today, them seal it mathematically. Okay.
Yeah. And as we mentioned, Barcelona won the league a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, mathematically, and ever since they won it, they have been shit.
Understandable. Them celebrating.
No.
Them celebrating. It's not good. It's not good for the sport and the team.
It's not good for the sport.
But I think the coach come off and everybody become. It's not supposed to happen. No, what I said, the win wasn't supposed to happen because of what 2 years ago.
Yes.
Situation they were in. Yes. Nobody saw this coming. So they make a big recovery and they're partying the rest of the season.
No, when the season done, you go party. You're affecting relegation.
Yeah.
Affecting relegation.
They're giving up some easy points and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, one other team won, which we never won. Because one other team beat them. Real Ronaldo. He won Valladolid or whatever they call it. Vala. And they are fighting for relegation as well. So I wasn't happy about that. But so in the German, I told you who came six for each, right?
Leverkusen, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the last. And then Hertha Berlin and Schalke. Schalke just came up and got back down again. I think Schalke just came up and got back down again.
Yeah, because it's 2 years ago them they go down. Spend 1 year in the lower league, come up back and go back down again.
Yeah, then come 17th and Hertha Berlin 18th, and then VfB Stuttgart is in the playoff, relegation playoff.
Who?
Stuttgart.
Oh, them have a playoff thing.
Yeah, them have Germany. The 16 team play the third team from Bundesliga 2.
Oh. So it's a possible that 14 come up.
Huh?
17, no, 18, 19, 20s. I want to remember. It's not 20.
No, them all have 18 teams.
18.
Yeah.
So 18 is automatic.
17 and 18 automatic.
17 and 8, out of them come 16.
Yeah, 16.
Oh.
Player. So
Stuttgart, what happened to Stuttgart, man? Stable.
Don't know what happened to Stuttgart.
And there's a long time Hanover not doesn't play in the league neither.
Yeah, a long time Hanover in the league.
You have some team that grew up on in the German league just disappear.
Let me see which team is in the Bundesliga 2. The Bundesliga 2 there. All right, so the team that got promoted is Darmstadt, SV Darmstadt, Heidenheim.
Oh, Heidenheim. They have been there before.
And Hamburg, Big Bad Hamburg.
Yeah, man, I remember.
Third.
Yeah, man, I remember about Hamburg, yeah.
Team like Kaiserslautern, 8th. Hannover, just mentioned, 9th. Remember Rutherford that played last year? Rutherford, they played last year. They got relegated. They came up and went straight back down. They finished 12th. Our team like Nuremberg, 15th. Arminia Bielefeld. Arminia Bielefeld, a few years ago, Arminia Bielefeld was in the Bundesliga. They finished 16th. So now they have to play a relegation playoff.
To see if they might drop down or stay.
Yeah.
But that's the German Bundesliga. Liga. They want up over to Spain or you want to France?
Well, there's not much discuss with the French league, as we mentioned. PSG won the French league. It was a disappointing season for PSG. They Messi will not be renewing his contract. But PSV says will be leaving. They're trying to get rid of Neymar. Don't know who's going to pick up Neymar with his high wage.
Yeah, salary cap. Yeah.
The coach is leaving. The coach is leaving.
You're going to be a new PSG next season.
But Galtier only did 1 year. 1 year. So he's leaving. So it's gonna be interesting to see who comes in, who the new coach is. It's gonna be very interesting in the French league because they didn't have a commanding lead. They didn't win the cup. They didn't do very well in Champions League, so it's a disappointing season for them. The reason for bringing Messi in was for Champions League.
Never work out. Yeah, the super team. Yeah, the super team.
Yeah, that team.
Yeah, I know. They are super players, sorry.
Super players, not that here, right here, not that team.
But them just never have a team. Sometimes I'm sure glimpses of what they can be, but the ego of that squad was the ego of that one team is big enough for the whole Europe.
Yeah, it's there's just way too much individuality in that team. So the Italian league finish next week.
But
We all
that was
know Napoli.
one a long time ago too.
We all know Napoli won that a few weeks ago. Well, unfortunately, I should say. But I'm not sincere in. I'm not being sincere in my. In me being
Congratulations.
No, not Napoli. Napoli deserve to win.
Okay.
I said, unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
Juventus was deducted again 10 points. And they were in second.
And that 10 points will take them out of Champions League for next year?
They're in seventh now.
Wow.
They're in second. Remember at one point they were 12th and they get back 15 points. They push them back up to second. And then again, 10 points was deducted from Juventus. And I said, unfortunately, but I'm happy because I'm an AC Milan fan. And
you don't care much about what is going on with the black and whites.
No, I don't. With the old lady, no. So fortunately for Milan, Juve dropping out of the top four pushes up Milan into fourth place.
So talk the truth, man.
That's
your benefit. Your benefit.
That's what I was alluding to.
No, you take too long.
So Inter already lock up second. Well, Inter already lock up Champions League spot. They're in second.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lazio. I think look at Lazio lock up second because Lazio is on 68 points. Atalanta already played
Them full?
the second to last game.
Oh.
Lazio have 2 games they play tomorrow. So looking at this, that means Lazio has locked up a Champions League spot, right? Because Atalanta is on 61. They can't catch Lazio at all. Neither can Roma. Roma is in 6th spot. They're on 60 points, right? Now I'm looking at this and I think Milan might have locked up 4th. Because Milan is on 64. Milan have 2 games left. So follow me. Tell me if I'm wrong. Milan have 2 games left. They're on 64 points. Atalanta is on 61. They have 1 more game. If they win, they'll be on
64.
Right.
And Milan can go 70.
But Milan have a better goal average.
But them can go 70.
Yeah, they can go 70.
Can win the 6 points available.
Roma can't catch it because Roma is on 60. If Roma win the last game, 63 points.
Mm-hmm.
So all Milan needs to do is get a draw.
Yeah, and go 65.
From the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm. And secure it. And don't worry about the goal difference, yeah?
Yeah. So I think so Milan might be good. Milan plays, I believe, tomorrow.
And when saying Milan, you talk about AC.
Well, if it's Inter, we say Inter. No one says Inter Milan in Italy. They say Inter.
Yeah.
And when we say Milan, we mean AC Milan. So
I'm disappointed in Roma though. Because I thought that the coach would have.
What are they doing? Milan are playing? The old lady.
But didn't make a difference. You can't draw.
Yeah, we know, but I say it's gonna be
interesting
game tomorrow. And Lazio play Cremonese. Hey, so sorry, what were you saying, sir?
No, Roma. The special one. I was hoping that the special one would have made it to Champions League this year.
The special one made a comment. He's blaming the Juventus debacle.
It distracted him.
Because and he made a good point, you know. Because even Lazio, even Inter said the same thing. Inter coach Inzaghi said the same thing. If they had the foresight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know that Juventus would have been deducted these 10 points. They would have played the games differently because Roma knew that they wouldn't be able to get into Champions League place. Their focus turned to the Europa Championship.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but if they had, hopes of getting in, they would have.
They would have
balanced the team a bit better.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah, you know, because now that Juve is out, you look at they had a chance. If it happened 2 weeks ago,
mm-hmm.
You know, so
the chop and change of position points and deduction. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, and I agreed. It messed them up. Which league are we forgetting about now?
Spanish.
Well, okay, so we have the Spanish league. Spanish league was decided 2 weeks ago. I will mention Barca giving it away after winning it. Just
Mm-hmm.
But something huge happened this past weekend. There's a game between Real Madrid and Valencia. Vinicius was racially that's what I'm trying to find.
Abused,
racially abused by a fan. And during the game, he pointed out the fan to referee. Referee stopped the game. They made an announcement on the PA system. He had a conversation with the coach and the ref. I think Coach Ancelotti tried to convince him to go back on, continue playing. He decided to play. The chanting continued. At one point, there was a heated confrontation between him, the goalkeeper, and a defender. I think he put his hand on the goalkeeper. The VAR referee brought it to the referee attention. He got a red card, right? So after the game, he made a statement about Spain being a racist Spain being known as a racist country in Brazil. And a whole bunch of stuff was said. The president of FA, Tebas, defended their position, attacked Vinicius.
Yeah, directly
in response. And the next day, there's this huge backlash about what transpired on racism in Spain. And is your mic mute? Oh, and then so Tuesday, because all this is spread under control, and Tuesday now, the VAR referee was suspended, and is not going to officiate any more games for the season, maybe not even next season, because one, he did not bring to referee attention prior to Vinicius laying his hand on the goalkeeper. The defender had him in a chokehold, right? So Vinicius' red card was also rescinded along with suspension. The Tebas made a half-assed apology to Vinicius Jr. He actually did an interview on ESPN Brazil, trying to explain that their hands are tied. There's so much they can do. It's in the hands of the Spanish FA, and blah blah blah. And every case comes up, they have reported it. And Vinicius have what, 9 cases?
One for this season alone.
This season alone. And so I noticed. So there's a Valencia player, and the weird thing, is you and I said, what would we talk about it today? No, Sammy and I had a discussion last night, and we were like, almost every team have a black player on it in Spain. So what are these fans thinking about then? Because if you racially abuse another black player, your player is going to be racially abused. Because I saw something brought to my attention where a black player from Valencia, in the next game, they played midweek, they had a banner about racism, right? And he refused to join in because he has been racially abused and nothing was done about it. Nothing was reported at all.
So the symbolism thing him not unite again, more real action.
Yeah. Because he's saying, okay, so because I'm not Vinicius Jr.,
I'm supposed to be
count.
okay. Yeah.
I don't matter.
It's not me, so
Yeah. So and listen, Spain is a racist country. I have seen this happening because I watch Spanish football. I have seen this happening over the years. They're throwing banana peel on the pitch. I've seen it happening in Italian football where what's his name from Inter, Lukaku, was race abused. Lukaku scored a goal and went like this. And he got a red card for it.
Yeah.
Because they said he's inciting something.
No, so he can't incite something what's already happening.
Rubbish. Rubbish. And they did not rescind his card at all.
Yeah, the FA look at it and said the ref was right.
And
if the ref is right, that means that they are saying that he's wrong. And if Lukaku is wrong, that means that the fans who are abusing him is right.
And they got a ban, and the ban was overturned. So, not only does the Spanish FA need to clean shit up, the Italian, because almost every single Italian team have a black player. And then Italian national team and the Spanish national team have black players. And let's say something, man. Black players, whether you're Brazilian, African, wherever you're coming from, American, because Weston McKennie, who's now at Leeds, came from Juventus and he's at loan at Leeds. So we have black players all over playing in these two leagues. They need to boycott these leagues. They need to hurt them in the pocket, because that's the only way they're going to change. When they're hurting them in the pocket. And the only reason why Tebas came out and said what he said with that half apology is because he knew
nothing else than that.
Reputation is being ruined. They want to host games between Barcelona. They want to host a Clásico in the United States.
Hey, I just thought about that, have you heard that they are banned from calling the Barcelona Real Madrid match El Clásico is registered, and they were ordered not to use it to promote that. I saw it today.
Who can't use it?
I mean, I just catch a piece and say, El Clasico is banned. So they have to come up with some other name for the meeting, yeah, for the matchup.
It's Spanish, because
Yep.
it's a name they have. And
Forever.
you're saying somebody,
You know what is
trademark-
happening?
somebody
People are
trademarked it?
registering. Yeah, people are going around checking if things are registered. Registered, then ban them.
oh, those
And probably juke your feet and say if I pay them to get it to use it.
oh, those terrible peoples. I hate them, man.
You can check it out after. I saw it pop up since evening. Say El Clasico ban, and the person was saying that, yeah, you can't use it again because it's registered to somebody else.
So, La Liga is trying desperately to compete with the Premier League, right?
Yeah, I feel
Desperate. Because every time Premier League does something, Tebas hates out against it. It doesn't understand how
competing he should, but he probably might go the wrong way about it.
My thing is he's constantly looking at the Premier League under a microscope. How much money they spend.
For the wrong reason. For the wrong reason. You should look at it as successful when can implement.
And so he can't afford for the reputation to be tarnished. So they have to do something. But and not because I hate Real Madrid, but I would like for Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, those black players, even in Barcelona, Balde, whatever, just leave the Spanish league and see what happens. Inaki Williams from Aleti, him and his brother.
Williams.
The two Williams.
But we don't have the history behind this unity as black people, so there's another problem.
I know, but if players like Jude Bellingham decides and say it, not just say, okay, I'm not going to Real Madrid, I'm going to Manchester City or wherever, but just say the reason why I'm not going is because. That's what I want to see. Say what?
So go to England, which is, I wouldn't say perfect, but a little better.
They're not perfect, but they
a little better.
They have things in place. Saka Hislop has said it, and he's part of. He has this what is racist thing, organization, and he said, listen, it's not perfect in England, but there are things in place to fight it. No one is denying that it doesn't exist. No one is saying, oh, I can't do anything about it. My hands are tied. They do stuff. People are being prosecuted regular in the English league. Fans are being banned for life. If someone racially abuses any players online, it's dealt with. No one, and some of the fans, some of the fans need to take responsibility as well. Because at some point, they are going to be affected if you sit there and you see racism happening and you do nothing, and your stadium is banned from certain games, or that part of the stadium where you're a season ticket holder, you're going to miss games that you pay for already. Those will not be refunded.
Shift it to a neutral ground or something.
Yeah. You're going to lose money yourself. You're going to lose enjoyment of watching your team play because of some idiot out there. And so they need to do something as well as fans.
Yeah, but it's not next season, maybe in the other season we're gonna see that that strong move towards punishing the fans in a real way and sending a signal that, hey, we're not tolerating this. You know, they're far from it. Not much has been done especially Spain and Italy. We're not seeing it.
So Valencia was charged €60,000, and the stadium, that part of the stadium is banned. However, they can appeal, and this ban wasn't done by La Liga, by the La Liga president. It was done by the Spanish Federation. You know, so I'm hoping that when they appeal to the Spanish Federation, they will uphold that ban and not just dismiss it. You know, a message needs to be sent.
You're optimistic?
No, I'm not, because I've seen things overturned time and time again when it goes to that committee in the Spanish Federation, or even with the Italian sports arbitration, whatever they call it. So I am not. No. Not at all.
Me neither.
Want to talk about our favorite league?
English Premier League.
So as you know, last Manchester City won the league again. Arsenal come second. Nobody can pass Arsenal.
Yeah, man. Arsenal is second.
Newcastle wrapped up Champions League spot.
Yeah.
So did Manchester United.
Yeah. But we don't know about the third and fourth as yet.
Yeah, we don't know who, because so tomorrow is the final Super Sunday.
Everybody playing at the same time
for the English Premier League. So the Germans have one word for that.
One word to replace Super Sunday.
One word to say two teams playing at the same time, challenging for the same thing, but playing further apart. One word. I can't remember the word now. I was reading it the other day. I'll look it up.
After all of that, I think the word did not come.
I will have to look it up, sir.
Okay.
And I was gonna send it to and who was I watching today and I mentioned it? I was watching ESPN today, and they mentioned it. I was like, there's like the Germans have one word for that. While I look it up,
but the top part of the English Premier League, first place is secure, second is secure, third and fourth is secure in Champions League. However, the third and the fourth can switch. Not a biggie. Fifth place, Liverpool. I think Brighton.
Sixth place is already. Fifth place and sixth place are locked. Brighton can't surpass.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brighton was challenging, but the last couple of matches didn't look too well. So Liverpool wrap up fifth. I think Brighton wrap up sixth.
Yeah, Brighton wrap up sixth. Liverpool wrap up fifth.
So those are the two Europa. Right?
Yeah, Aston Villa is in seventh.
And they're going to the championship. That's what I'm calling it. The third tier for Europe. The one that West Ham is in the finals for.
Europa Conference League.
Conference, right.
Well, it's a toss-up between Aston Villa, Tottenham, Brentford. Yeah, those three teams.
A loss can damage you in the last day for any one of those three. Okay.
Yeah, because it's Aston Villa is on 58 points, Tottenham is on 57, and Brentford is on 56.
So Aston Villa cannot afford to lose. But
Nope.
that is not the tomorrow is not about even that. Although it is about that.
Relegation.
It's about 18 and 19 spot because I think 20th is secure.
Southampton is down.
They are well secure in leaving Saint Tata to the EPL for next year. So we are looking at some teams now, like I think Forest is out because Forest is safe, I should say. West Ham is safe. But we are looking at Everton, Leeds. Take a look at that table for me.
All right, so listen. So Forest is in 16th spot on 37, right?
They're good.
They are safe because Everton is on 33. Everton can't catch them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Everton, Leicester, and Leeds.
Fight.
For those two spots.
Only one will be safe.
For those two spots. Two out of
three people fight for one spot.
Yeah.
And that's a 17th spot. Three teams fighting for 17th spot. Anything less is out of here. So we're looking at Leeds, Leicester, Everton. Who you want to get that 17th spot?
You tell me first why I search for this.
What I know about you is that it's not Leicester.
Oh, okay, sorry. So it's called a Fern Duel. Fern Duel.
Fern Duel.
Yeah.
Fern Duel. Okay.
Yeah, FERNDUELL.
But I know it's not Leicester. You want Leicester to secure 19th spot. I know that much.
Okay, wait. So, what is your question now? Since I can now concentrate on your questions.
No, I was saying that who you want to get the 17th spot out of those three, Leicester, Leeds, and Everton.
I want Leeds to stay up. As a Liverpool fan, I want Everton to go down.
Your neighbor? Your longtime neighbor?
We don't listen, no Liverpool fan would tell that they like Everton. We don't like our neighbors. They still love thy neighbor, right?
Yes. Love thy blue as thy red.
Not in Merseyside, my friend. Not in Merseyside.
So hold on. When last we have an EPL without a Merseyside derby?
I can't recall.
It would be strange.
Everton has been in league. Has Everton ever been relegated?
That me can't remember.
Yeah.
Even before EPL, even it was Division 1 football.
So it's 3 teams. So Coventry spent 30-something season.
Outside of the EPL?
No, in the EPL.
Oh, before?
Yeah, both First Division and Premier League combined.
Before they went down. Okay.
Before they went down.
So they were a staple.
So which?
How long them stay? That a good while now. Them out.
Yeah, the good while out.
So after 30 years, they spend another 30 years out. I probably not so much still.
So Everton.
Have
never relegated.
Never.
But so all right. This is just looking at the Premier League itself.
Yeah, EPL, yeah.
So there's Everton, Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, Tottenham, and Chelsea.
Never been.
Never been.
That's 6 or 7 you count a while ago.
6 teams.
6.
Top flight.
So you tell me say it'll move from 6 to 5?
Yes.
And you want that? No, you genuinely want that?
All right, okay. So Everton, last time Everton was relegated from the top flight was 1950-51.
Yeah. Yeah, we grew up with Everton.
And the team to come next is Arsenal. 1912, 1913.
Whoa.
And the team after that is Coventry.
So how long now Coventry out? You have that?
I'd have to look that up.
Oh, the Coventry was a team. We go up hear them still. English League Division 1, Coventry City. Yeah.
Look at 19.
Early in the Premier League though, in the EPL.
95 more, I see.
Early in the Premier League, man, when it does start.
Yeah, early, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One question was in 1995. Let's see. Yeah, so and the reason I want Leicester to be relegated, I'm still holding a grudge from when they fired
Your coach.
my coach. What you telling him again?
Brendan Rodgers.
No man, Italian.
Oh,
who won them the league. I don't like him.
Ranieri.
Claudio Ranieri. I liked Ranieri. Liked him.
I hated that move too. You won the league, you enter Champions League. It's a small club compared to the others in terms of quality, bench, the depth. So they're gonna struggle to spread it across Europe. And they did well in Champions League, but they were suffering. So they sacrificed the Premier League, to me, to do well in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And because of that, and you know this before the season start, the challenges. And you fire the man. As if you're a big club, struggling. So this is not Man U who have the resources and the depth and struggling. This is a small team. So, yeah. But
2001, 34 consecutive years between 1967 and 2001. And the Premier League started in 1992.
3 years or so. So Coventry lost their opportunity. While we're mentioning Coventry, there's a story for next year. While we're looking at the three teams battling for one spot to stay up, those three that going down, we're making those spots vacant for some team below them in the Championship League. But one of such team who was in the playoff with Coventry, in the playoff finals, that concluded earlier today, is Coventry versus Luton Town. Yes. No stranger to top flight. I don't think Luton has ever played EPL since 91, but they have played First Division.
Luton has never played in the Premier League.
But they have played
in the top flight.
But pre-91, pre-EPL, the rebranding. But there's some nice things, special things about Luton.
Well, so let's put this in perspective. Luton finished third, the championship, right? And I think it was
a point off the second place.
No, There were 11 points off. They were 11 points off, right? Second place. But they were 10 points above Coventry in 5th. 5 above Middlesbrough in 4th. So, yes, Luton finished 3rd, Coventry 5th. The 3rd versus 5th.
And for those who don't know the structure of the playoff, 1st and 2nd is automatic promotion.
Promoted.
3rd, 4th, 5th plays round robin. 6th plays. It's round robin.
No. So
them group them.
So what happened is third
play,
6th,
and second,
4th and 5th play.
Yeah. So that's all. So in the end,
play home and away, and then the finals is in Wembley.
So the winner of the 3rd versus 6th plays the winner of 4th versus 5th, and it happened to be Luton versus Coventry, and they play home and away. And it ended. Oh, the first match ended again. Nil-all?
No. So home and away is during the first leg, during the first round. When 3rd place 6th, 4th place 5th, that's home and away.
Mm-hmm.
And then the two teams from that play one game, one single game.
Oh, you decide the where the match is played.
No, it's always played in Wembley.
Wembley, okay.
Always.
Okay, it's like a FA Cup.
Yeah, or even the first division promotion as well. You know, so second division.
It's a national stadium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it ended in a penalty
draw. Yeah, in a draw, penalty shootout.
And even after 5 rounds of penalty, it ended 5-all. Sudden death. And we only went 1 round of something death before the Coventry player, after the Luton scored their 6th penalty, the Coventry player missed on their 6th chance. Hence, Luton Town with one of the, no, not one of, it's going to be the smallest stadium by far
in the Premier League.
In the Premier League next season, although they plan to increase it. They have 10,000 capacity.
They have to.
There's a standard for which they have to meet.
They have to do it before the season starts.
So, well, Andy.
So they have 3 months. That's what I read.
Yeah, but if you're playing, let me ask that question. If you're playing championship, 1 level down, at the start of every season, don't you plan for go get promoted? And if you plan to get promoted at the beginning of every season, you're not plan supposed to improve your stadium to meet the standard? No,
they had plans to upgrade the stadium. They had plans to upgrade them regardless, right?
Right.
However, keep in mind COVID happened, right? And teams lost a lot of money, right?
Yeah. We're going. Well, not yeah. For them, they're coming from far, way down.
And they're coming.
Yeah.
They're actually the only team, to come from the league, the bottom.
National League. I think they call it National League. The lowest of
the way up.
3rd division, 2nd division, 1st division, Championship, Premier League.
And guess what?
It
took them 9 years. No team has ever done it.
So for quickly.
So, yeah.
And guess what? They have a player that did it with them in the 9 years. There's one player from the start of the 9 years, straight through till the promotion today that has been with the club, and it's the history that is the only player that have come from the bottom with the same team straight through to the top. Nobody has ever done it. That's some commitment. Well, Luton is getting some flax, unfortunately.
Well, hold on. How much? Hold on, before you mention that, I mentioned the fact that coming that about the stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know they're saying Luton and Coventry game is so normally the playoff game is titled the richest game in football, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a $360 million jackpot. So that's the reason why it will enable Luton
to renovate
the stadium.
Mm-hmm. The winner, and very interesting, the lower level above EPL gets more money than the EPL winner because they need it more to make ready for, and it will go into not only the stadium, it will go into purchasing players too. They can use that money for.
It's not so much a price, but it's so much a fact that that's the money that they're gonna earn being in the Premier League itself because of the TV money.
It's not the upfront money. Okay.
No, it's because of the TV money.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that money is.
So they can forward spend based off that projection. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Which is what a lot of clubs did and find themselves in trouble.
Overdo it.
Yeah. Or the mortgage your future.
Well, say we're rich. I ain't get that cent yet.
Because look at Nottingham Forest. They're lucky. They changed the entire squad. I could understand they had most of the players were loan players, right? They brought in 20-something players.
New squad. I almost never make it. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you were saying something when I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was alluding to the. Was I?
No, you're gonna talk about the backlash they were getting for being promoted.
Right, small.
What people are saying.
Right. When you brought the Luton story to me, I had a look at there was something fascinating about
stadium
entrance to the visitors stand. The access to it is you have to walk on a bridge overlooking backyard of residents.
So that's a terrace.
Yes, that you're passing over backyard of people who live adjoining to the stadium. The backyard is on the wall of the stands, and you have to cross on the road all through. And people making fun that this is ridiculous. This club this isn't even before today.
Yeah, this was
when the playoff was going on, right?
This is what a lot of people have been talking about because the entrance for the away fans is right in the middle of this street, in between these terraced houses here. This is where the entrance is. I've never seen anything like it before, and on match day, it gets so busy here, and there are people who even live above this entrance.
It's very odd because no other stadium in the country has anything like this, and when you go through you can see people's gardens. And
let me give you an idea as to how close the stadium is to all these houses here. Look, on this side we've got street, hundreds of houses, and then through this crack here on this gate you can actually see the football pitch.
Here we go. Look at that away end. Here we go, boys. Check out this away end. Looks good. Looks fine. Look. I can see you doing your washing. Unreserved seating. It's that behind Peter Crouch.
And people are saying ridiculous. So even today, after the match, and after the fact that they are now a Premier League side next season, people are saying that this is not right. You know, this too small. And look on them. Look on the access to them stands, walking through people's yard. You know, and this is not Premier League's quality side. You know, but we, more you, because you brought it to me, were fascinated. You wanted, when you hear the story and you see this situation, wanted them to, just for that fact.
Just for that fact.
Mm-hmm. And another thing we learned that Luton is the oldest oldest stadium. You have clubs versus stadium. Stadium is not the oldest club, but it's the oldest stadium. Means they
have never been renovated.
They have not moved.
They're not.
Yep.
You know, they've been there since 18 something.
Yep. So you know that it was a big club when it was built, but you know what happened over time. Stadiums
and look at it. A lot of teams played there. So why is it now an issue? When you're in the first division, way back when the first division was the first division, it was the top league, top tier in English league. You had Manchester City United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal played there. So I don't know why they're making it a big thing. These people are so entitled, and I think they're bigots.
Yeah, I think they're probably saying that the league has moved far beyond Luton, and Luton doesn't fit into the because a lot of stadiums have been improved. And
listen, you have teams in the lower tier that are bigger than Luton.
Yeah.
You know, the team, I forgot the name of the team that's owned by these two Hollywood guys, Rob Helhenny and what's his name again? And they just got one promotion to the third tier. Their stadium is bigger.
I mean, no, Reebok is bigger, Coventry is bigger. You know, a lot of teams will be playing next year. Like Everton, if you have your own way, it's gonna be much bigger. Leicester's gonna be much bigger.
And listen, and Everton is building a new stadium. To play in the championship.
Brighton, I think Brighton. Brighton is in financial problem because of stadium, or Leicester. I think Leicester bought land for improvement and is gonna improve their stadium too. I don't know if the marshal of that if them go down, I think that's gonna be sure. Yeah, but what I'm looking forward to with Luton Town is that when the big teams are there,
how
them adjust.
1 minute, Ryan Reynolds and Rob Helhenny.
Guys.
Yeah, they own the Welsh team. Gosh, I never Welsh team again, man. Wrexham. Yeah, Wrexham.
Don't know them. But I'm looking for a Liverpool making the adjustment in our Luton Town, Arsenal and Man U, those big clubs, big clubs with, you know, and this thing just closing on them. And what the Luton fans say is like, and the players say too, is like the fans is on top of you.
On top of you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the feel. So they're saying it's not going to be a very easy.
No, it's going to be hostile.
Yep. It's gonna be the new Liverpool, the new Anfield. Everybody for Anfield, you know.
Or even St. James Park too, because St. James Park is like that.
Yeah, but Anfield is number one right now in terms of fear. Difficult to play.
Because of the history.
So,
but I'm happy for Luton. I hope they do well. I hope they stay up. And I'm curious to see whatever business they will conduct in the off season.
In terms of purchasing.
Yeah, player, yeah. Because that will determine if they can stay up. You know?
If it's a one season wonder, they come to stay. And they have distinct colors, people. They look like the Dutch team. I think they're wearing the same tangerine looking color.
That's the jersey?
Yeah. I think
that's one.
Yeah.
So the way jersey is red.
Eh?
The way jersey is red then, because I had a red today. And they were the away team.
They were the away team at Wembley. But I think it's tangerine, orangish tangerine. Yep.
Yeah, the orange color. Yeah, orange and black. Is that what it is? Orange and black?
Yeah, man. So look out for them. We welcome them. Oh, please make mention of the other two teams. I forgot about them. In the Luton frenzy, I don't remember the two.
The two teams that were promoted. I thought we mentioned them. Burnley and Sheffield United.
Burnley's coming back. Burnley has been away for a couple of years, coming back. Sheffield has been out for a while though. From EPL, Sheffield.
You were in there last year? The year before last?
Camp.
My brother mentioned something to me. And I was like, yeah. So let me look. No. So Burnley played in the 2021-22 season. That's when they got relegated. Sheffield played in the 2020-21 season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I know Burnley 1 year.
And Burnley, yeah. So Sheffield came last 2020-21 season. And Burnley came 17th 2021-2022 season. So both teams were fairly relegated recently.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But Sheffield probably one year.
Eh?
Probably Sheffield 1 year then.
Your probably team was Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh.
Sheffield Wednesday probably team was.
Yeah. But even if so the case, Sheffield only spent probably only one season in the Premier League that time.
Probably enough. They probably went straight down. Let me see.
Up and down.
Let me see what 2019-2020 look like. Yep, they did one season.
And this year, none of the promoted team last season will be going down.
And Burnley did 2 seasons.
Right? You can confirm that?
No, Burnley did 3. I'm sorry, what's that?
The 3 teams that got promoted last year, they will remain in the league.
Yes.
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest that we spoke about. Was it Brentford?
No, I think it's Brentford's second season. Them second season, man.
Well. Fulham,
Mhm.
Bournemouth, and
Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
Them safe. Fulham played well this season.
Surprisingly,
Mhm.
Fulham is in 10th place. Forest is in 16th.
But
Well, I gave you my two teams, right? Everton, Leicester.
yeah,
What about you?
I knew Leicester.
What about you? Yeah, think about it.
No, I know it's still,
Are you afraid to say it? About it now, Killian.
No, it's close. It's close. That's why. Between Leicester and Everton. To stay.
Which two teams want to relegate it, sir? Leeds and who else?
Leeds have them run. I love Leeds when the Spanish coach was there. The interim.
Yes, sir. He's going to be the new coach at Uruguay.
Mhm. He's from there, right?
Argentinian.
Argent?
Remember, coach Argentina World Cup team?
Mhm. Leeds can go on. I want Leicester Jamaica coach, Jamaica captain at one stage. Was a captain at Leicester when they won, I have the sentiments there,
I still didn't care for that team because they got rid of Ranieri. I don't care.
But time heals wound.
No.
Time heal, yeah. And
that even the chairman died in his helicopter for taking off from the grounds of the King Power Stadium.
That never changed your mind.
That never changed my mind.
I want Everton to stay. So it's Leicester Leeds out. Everton for tradition. I don't want Everton to come Hanover and where just get last down there. So and a team where we grew up on the English in the German league. Hanover them now. Hanover 1980 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Me don't want that happen to Everton. Merseyside derby is a traditional derby and it must remain in EPL. And for that reason, Everton stay. Some derby make the league.
I want to see what's his name in the championship. Now the goalkeeper name again?
Who's the goalkeeper that? Everton goalkeeper?
Everton goalkeeper. Oh no, injury me captain and make him not good again.
Oh, those are Everton match. Your captain or your centre half?
Van Dijk. No, centre half. Centre.
What's that? Yeah. But that's stepping in knee there.
Yes.
Yeah. And no card.
No card, nothing. So,
no.
You have Everton to play Bournemouth, right?
Well, let me digest that. That's a winnable game.
That's a winnable game, and that's no. The team when me want to see up Leeds have a very hard task against Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know which Tottenham are going to show up.
You have a Tottenham can beat any side in the league, and you have a Tottenham can get beaten by any side.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know who are going to show up. And then they have Leicester to play West Ham.
None of them not West Ham now play for nothing, So Leicester go win though.
And
West Ham.
And guess what? West Ham are going to rest them players to the Europa League.
Yes. So it come to both of us by the same time. Leicester can have it easy because West Ham don't interest in the league right now. They have bigger fish to fry in a couple of weeks.
No, I think it's either let me see.
Can't I play before Champions League?
It might be next weekend. I think I play Saturday.
One play Saturday and one play Sunday? No, two of them play Saturday.
All right, so you have the FA Cup final between Manchester City and Manchester United, the June 3rd, which is next week, Saturday.
All right.
Where is the Europa League?
Probably next Saturday. The other Saturday following that.
Champions League Saturday?
No, the other Champions League Saturday is also there.
The 10th.
Wow. I got two Saturdays from now. So?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, the 7th, actually, I have a good way to go. We have 2 weeks. 2 weeks? The 7th? Week and a half, I guess.
Yeah. Next week.
A Wednesday.
Next week, Saturday, the 3rd.
The next 2 Wednesdays.
That's at the FA. Then Champions League is what? The 10th, is it?
The 10th.
That's why that's only come. Well, Tuesday?
No, Saturday.
But the 7th is what day of the week?
Wednesday.
Oh, they might play the Wednesday and then the 10th. Okay. Wednesday.
Yeah, next two Wednesdays.
They're not getting no ratings, man.
Remember, you know, at the lower. Okay, so
yeah, man. The finals, man. And the trophy big twisty.
Big ugly trophy. The Europa League, which is a bigger league, the league down from Champions League, get a player Wednesday I come, the 31st.
Oh, so the two of them are playing Wednesday.
2 different Wednesdays. So one of the 31st, one of the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
They say Sevilla play Roma. And then you have FA Cup finals. Then you have Europa Champions League finals and the Europa League finals, whatever it's called, I hate the name there. And then you have Champions League finals between Manchester City and Inter Milan.
So you see the FA Cup?
I don't care.
Manchester, clash after Manchester FA Cup.
I would rather Manchester City win. I hate both Manchester team, but I hate United more.
So where see
Champions League?
Champions League.
Next City win, yeah, man. Coming in like Inter.
Jesus, please. So is it better the evils you are going with?
Yeah. Listen, my dad's not them win the treble. We have no problem with them winning the treble. They deserve it.
But
they deserve it.
West Ham is an easy win for that match though.
Well,
it's an easy pick, I should say. Easy pick.
Yeah, I like West Ham win because of our Jamaica connection.
And what about Roma?
Connection.
What about Europa?
I like Moreno.
You don't like the special one?
No, I don't like the special one. Never liked him. I liked him before he came to England and he started smelling himself and carry on. I liked him when he was at Sporting. I think it was Sporting. I liked him when he was in the Portuguese league. But then come and then go Chelsea. Then he go Real Madrid. Then he go Inter. Then he come back and go Chelsea again. Then he go Manchester United. Then he go Tottenham. And then he go back to Roma. So he has favorite teams I don't like. He coach team women I like.
What would you have done if he was in cap shoes at Liverpool?
Let me buy Klopp shoes.
He was the man.
All right, so listen, Klopp. I became a fan of Klopp before Klopp came to Liverpool.
Right.
I became a Klopp and Klopp was. I became a fan of Klopp and Klopp was at Dortmund and Klopp won 2 league. I'm gonna say, yo, the brother are bad. And when the year said Klopp a come, Liverpool look on Klopp, but go up on my knee and say, God, please.
But
please bring Klopp to
and for that same reason, I'm saying suppose Mourinho they get the job over Klopp.
Come to Liverpool? No, I mean that's not support Liverpool. If he come to Liverpool after him left Sporting or whatever, that's fine. But now after he leave Chelsea, Real Madrid, go over to himself for Real Madrid, Inter, no. No, it's like how they give Rafa a hard time at Chelsea when Rafa went there. All right. That would happen.
Rafa went to Everton too, though. The last time.
And they wanted him to stay. He might have fallen out. And he left and went to China.
Well, China is not China anymore, so I guess him coming back.
No, I think he's. I don't think he's still in China. I don't think so.
Not China again.
Remember, who was also at Everton? Carlo Ancelotti.
Never did well there neither.
Because of the players. Team is ever good.
Overall, or your rate 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, the English Premier League this season.
All right, it's been exciting and chaotic and full of surprises, and that's only because of the freaking World Cup in the middle of the season. That screwed up every league. I mean, I know people liked it. I certainly did not. I did not enjoy my heart palpitation. Me almost losing my mind because every single one of my team them underachieved. Every one of them. AC Milan won the league the year before. And they're battling for 4th place now. They got lucky because Juve deducted points. Barcelona looked terrible in Champions League, despite the fact that we won the league. Liverpool, oh my God, where do I begin with Liverpool?
Don't begin.
Cannot begin with Liverpool. Very disappointing season, man. Bayern Munich, don't really care. Dortmund started trash and came good after the World Cup. PSG, don't know what happened to them. They lost the plot. Completely lost the plot. You know, my lesser known teams, Celtics, won the Scottish League. Ajax is looking at 3rd in the Dutch League after winning it last year. Terrible performance by Ajax. Ajax played so badly that the women team won the league, and stupid as Ajax decided not to have a parade for the women team because the men team did badly. Who does that? Who does that?
That's straight bias.
And the man them fall for doing badly. How you gonna punish the woman then?
Shall I make the celebration even bigger because of that?
Yeah. Oh. So
Miss male chauvinist.
it was a crazy league season.
What I will take away, because I'm not declared my hands, I reminded the viewers of my hand, my team is Arsenal and I only have one team. One team in the entire world.
My friend only watches one league.
No, I enjoy all leagues. I'm a neutral in other leagues, but I have one team. And my team, I don't know if I create history of staying at the top the longest and lose at the end. But a lot of good things happen. People say, oh, the league does start, them soon fall off, because them young. The young people, they run it. Then the World Cup come, and them say, that's when the World Cup come, and them soon fall off after the World Cup. And we're still in it, and people start believing. It's better than they start lose early. And we don't believe that much, but we believe to a point that when we add 8 points over them, I would say, by the time we should play them, should have 11 points over them. And we look at the fixtures leading up to Man City matchup. Easy. Liverpool was the only challenge. Easy fixtures. We could have taken the job with Liverpool, which we had, but the other two we should have won.
Win that. Me disappointed. But some can't imagine you.
3 straight draw, and then they'll narrow the gap so much that we panic now, because yes, we're gonna panic because we're young. So we're gonna panic. We never want to panic because we don't want to keep the gap and allow City, put City under the pressure and let them panic. But when we narrow the gap for them, you know City already, everybody knows City. Them just want to smell blood. And then raise them game and the rest is history. But overall, it's a good season. Tottenham was in the runnings one time, kick out. Newcastle was out of the runnings, then them change coach and run right into the runnings and stick in it.
Who changed coach? Newcastle have changed coach.
Well, last year them changed coach?
Yeah. Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe has been there for 2 years now. A year and a half.
And a half. Can remember them change coach?
Year and a half.
But they were out of it, them running night. Man U start off bad. Everybody, most people love that. Then the coach got it right. The greatest footballer in our era, Ronaldo, left. And
No. No.
We're not debate that tonight.
No. One off. Say one off. Don't say the.
One of the greatest footballer of our time. The battle of the GOATs. Ronaldo, Cristiano left. And Manu got at least some life since he left. He was a distraction.
Guess what? I know. Finish Ronaldo. I want to say something about him. So when you finish with him.
No, I go choose. So you can't take a Ronaldo. I'm done.
Okay. So the other day, Ronaldo said the Saudi Arabia, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Saudi Arabian league can be one of the best league in the world.
It's promotion.
He's smoking crack.
No, I'm getting money.
He must smoke crack. He should be ashamed for saying that.
No, he's paid handsomely for saying that.
So today they officially run on a team. I don't know if they finished second or third, but the other team that they were chasing all season won. And you know that league has the highest turnover of coaches. High. The Bush League there. A Bush League. Highest. 3 months a coach. Average 3 months. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. And Manu came back and in the top 4 after a shaky start. We saw Emery coming into Aston Villa, struggling Aston Villa.
Turning things around.
Really turn them around, possibly top 6.
What about Lopetegui?
Top 7.
What about Lopetegui from Valencia?
No.
Eh?
Lopetegui from
Yeah, when there. Remember he came in as well
in January.
Yeah, LOPET. Julian, is that Wolves? Wolves in there? Wolf in there? Yeah, Wolves. He is at Wolves.
Oh,
Remember,
no.
he took over from the coach.
Oh, but
He was at Valencia, I think.
Wolves stamped. Well, you saw improvement since he came.
Eh?
You saw improvement.
In Wolves?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm really noticed.
Yeah, Wolf did down there, no? Relegation, you know? When he came in.
Well, I mean, I noticed Aston Villa was way down there, and one day I look on the league team.
Oh, sorry, he was at Sevilla.
One day I look on the league team and I said, well, Aston Villa 6.
Yo, I was so shocked. I was like, did I fall asleep? I don't know how Aston Villa ended up above Liverpool. I said, wait.
Liverpool, Chelsea. Right.
I said, no, man. Look at my fall asleep, man.
But the season, we saw something that we never liked. It's Crystal Palace. Losing their coach.
Yeah.
But no, expectation probably too high for the club. The club don't have the players. The coach was doing his best with what he have, and he was at 12 when kick. Can I say?
And what are the position now?
I'm not sure.
11th.
Way big improvement.
11th.
So I don't know. Maybe that's not the reason for it, because they say, oh, bringing coach after them ground them, so it may bring them
Maybe they panicked.
Mm-hmm.
What about Chelsea? The worst season. Chelsea is sitting 12th. I've never seen Chelsea. What a shit show.
Deep shit show.
Dude.
The team that spent the most money for the season.
In both transfer windows, by the way.
Yeah. I don't think no team has spent so much money in a January transfer window as Chelsea did. Probably our history. Before check it out.
Chelsea had 2 full squad. Chelsea had 2 dressing room, 2 changing room. Chelsea had to conduct 2 separate training sessions.
Too many players. Yeah.
Chelsea had about 33 players, and normally have 24, 25. They had to
try to fit and justify all of those buying into the level. Starting so a lot of changes, no consistency, nothing.
Dude, the coach couldn't properly see every player in one training session to decide what his best team would be. What kind of shit is that? Because these stupid Americans take over the club and think they know more than the people who have lived it. And yes, I'm an American citizen, people. And Todd Bowley is an idiot. And he's arrogant. And he thinks he knows everything. Because he came in with a football weekend, like we have an NBA weekend.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? North versus South?
Never take a...
It was a stupid idea. And the only reason why he came up with this idea is to generate more income on top of what I'm making.
Yeah, nothing but the players' interest.
Not at all. The calendar is already congested, by the way.
What about the beginning of the season? The beginning of the season when he changed a world-class coach
You got rid of your Champions League winning coach.
And worse, the coach that buy the player in the beginning, the beginning of the season. Him bringing the players, and then as he bringing the players, so you cut him. That means you're bringing another coach who will never pick nobody. Can't get for buy nobody. Can't be for play with another man's hand.
Yeah. And you're bringing a coach.
All
what?
Right.
Sorry.
A coach or what?
Let's say you talk.
He bringing somebody called Potter, but not Harry Potter.
Graham Potter.
That was from Brighton.
If you said Harry Potter, it wouldn't be bad.
Brighton.
That's a magic.
Brighton was about 7th or 8th spot when doing well, overachieving. Yes, everybody noticed Potter having this little side overachieving, but we kept it at that. That's all Potter would have gotten. That's all. Yeah, he might go and go to Brighton. Go and do your thing, Potter. No,
Potter not ready for the big league.
Chelsea took it a little further and said, Potter is the man. If he can't do it with Brighton, imagine when do with the money players and the world class player, 2 squad.
Just like when they want to bring in Ronaldo.
And you see what happened. Chelsea fly past Brighton. Brighton will beat them.
Yeah. Brighton beat Potter.
And Brighton, all Brighton do is promote Potter's assistant coach.
No. Was the assistant coach?
He wasn't there.
No, he's coming from he was actually coaching in Ukraine when and then war started and the season ended for them prematurely early last year. So that's where he's coming from actually.
Well, I thought he was some form of a coach, part of the coaching staff. And
I'm gonna double check it, but I'm almost positive.
But
you don't remember his name?
No, only in face. Yeah, I may not pick up nothing. But he continued with the good form that they have.
He's Italian, by the way, Roberto De Zerbi.
De Zerbi.
And Roberto De Zerbi is coming from Shakhtar Donetsk in the Ukrainian league. So he coached Darfur Boero. He has coaches in the Italian league for Foggia, Palermo, Benevento, Sassuolo, and then Shakhtar Donetsk. So he coached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Italian teams. He was also a player, by the way.
Any of those teams is top flight Italy?
Sassuolo was in the top flight. I'm not sure about Benevento. Benevento might have been in the top flight when he was there. I think that's what I read. But he did well at these clubs, you know. So Benevento, when he was appointed in Benevento, they were in Serie A. He actually, there were newcomers in Serie A. They were relegated the first season back down, but he was praised for the possession-based attacking football and transfer business. So after that season, he was hired by Sassuolo. They're in Serie A. Again, they played really good football, overachieving results. They finished 2 consecutive 8th places in Serie A. Twice missing out on the UEFA Conference League qualification to Roma. Only on goal difference.
Okay.
And then at the end of the 2021 season, he announced that he's leaving and he went to Shakhtar Donetsk.
And then to Brighton.
And then Brighton hired him. And Brighton got lucky because if the war didn't happen in Ukraine, he would not have been available. And he is doing an even better job than Potter.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing some better job that Chelsea had eyes on him. Again.
Another Brighton coach.
Another Brighton coach unproven because yes, he's doing well, but his first season.
It's you're a guy from Wolf. It proves that these things, the ego, managing ego is hard. When you have a mediocre coach come to a mediocre team, it is easy for him to make that transition and take out all other players. But when you have a mediocre coach going to a big team with big expectation and money and world-class player, and the team that even know you, the team member that even know you, when player who you ever win a champion, them start questioning you. Everything you ask them to do, them question you because you're not proven. It is
right.
Very difficult. So.
Sorry, folks. I did some yard work today and allergies. So my apologies.
That was his demise, you know.
And dude, I knew Potter wasn't gonna work out. Let me tell you, the minute I hired him, I said this is not going to work.
Oh, another thing. Your captain for life, Steven Gerrard, made his appearance this season in the EPL, and it didn't work out. How did that make you feel? Stevie G, the great Stevie G.
All right, listen, Stevie G made his coaching debut for Liverpool under 21. Then he left and went to Rangers.
Did well.
In Scotland, did well, won the league, won the Scottish League. Came to, and so Aston Villa hired him. And when I heard Aston Villa was hiring him, I was like, Steven, don't take the job. In my mind, I was like, you're not ready. Stay at Rangers. Stay at Rangers.
Get some Champions League
get some Champions experience. You know, get some European experience before you come to the Premier League. I didn't think he was ready, you know, but I hoped that Stevie would have done well
to retain the job at least
in Aston Villa, and listen, sometimes things doesn't work. Look at Aston Villa coach. Where was Aston Villa coach?
PSG.
No.
Arsenal.
PSG.
Arsenal.
But I'm saying he didn't work at Arsenal.
No.
You know, and he's a really good tactician. He's a good coach. You know, things don't really work out for him in at PSG either. Too many egos. He won the league, yes, but too many egos. You know, he has always done extremely well in Spain. You know, so listen, I think Stevie just needs to gain more experience.
Where is he now?
He's nowhere. I'm not sure if he's back coaching Liverpool under 21. I don't know. But I think before Stevie comes back to the Premier League, he should probably coach a few clubs in the Championship. I mean, you don't want to tarnish your reputation like Frank Lampard. He took a beat. He took a beating at Chelsea the first time. Everton took another beating, and through no fault of his own, he's trying to help out Chelsea, and he's taking a beating.
Beating again, yeah.
Although, and I'm not going to blame him for Chelsea at all because that's a shit show. But Frank needs to repair that reputation.
Start lower and build a thing again and come again.
Yeah. Dude, I cannot stop talking about Chelsea. And I'm not wishing bad on Chelsea, but I'm as my coach said, he's glad it happened because the fans can realize that money doesn't buy a championship. Money doesn't guarantee anything. You can spend all the money in the world.
But this one is worse. Money not going to guarantee a top 10.
But it doesn't guarantee anything.
First time you could have said money not guarantee a championship or Champions League. But this is worse.
Not even Europa.
Are the one below? No, man.
Not even the Conference League.
This is the worst display of money. This is an example, the Oxford Dictionary example of money don't buy you anything.
So, Chelsea hired, although he hasn't yet signed a contract and they have not yet introduced him, but Pochettino is supposed to be the new coach for Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think they're waiting until the season to end
to make the announcement.
Yeah, make it official.
What do you feel about that? Good pick.
I like Pochettino. I like Pochettino when he was at Southampton, right? Before he went to Tottenham.
Tottenham.
And then he went to
in care Tottenham go Champions League finals.
Champions League finals against Liverpool and lost.
And we could have just leave it at Championship finals.
No, we have, once you mention Champions League finals, we have to mention who they played. All right. and he coached my other team, PSG.
Yeah.
So
he won with PSG.
He won the first game, only won the cup. Because that year Monaco won it a little. Somebody won it. It wasn't PSG. He won them last year when he left.
He came there January though.
He came there January in the first
year, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, if I was a coach, unless I have a huge freaking ego, you couldn't pay me if you take the Chelsea job.
Right now.
Because that's a huge task. Remember, them have to get, okay, so them have 33 players. João Felix,
gone. Yes, I'm going to go.
What about other Chelsea players coming from loan? Lukaku comes to mind, right? So you have this huge, bloated squad. You're not going to get rid of all those players one time. You're looking at several transfer windows.
Inter will buy back Lukaku, hopefully.
Inter doesn't have the money. Unless Lukaku have to take a pay cut for them to afford him, right? And you're looking at Aubameyang, Modric. Yep. So are the new players them?
Sterling,
Modric, what's his name? The Argentinian who won the World Cup. So okay, those three players come to mind because they're new and they spent a lot of money to acquire them, right? So they have to keep those players. I hope those players fit into Pochettino game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's going to be tough for Pochettino. Because as I said, you can't get rid of all those players in one transfer window.
You know what's good for Pochettino though?
What?
When he coached, before he went to PSG, coached Tottenham, right? Expectation was high. Achieve a little. But the players were manageable in terms of ego. Even the captain, the biggest, in cool. Then he went to PSG with the ego. I guess he learned something. So I hope that the experience he gained from a Tottenham build using one and two good players, but a lot of mediocre players, and then go to a club like PSG with a lot of good players and a lot of ego. Even if it don't work out, you gain something in your experience, how to balance it coming to a Chelsea.
That's not a problem. My problem is the squad itself. I'm not going to manage that huge squad.
Yeah, and you have to just play who show up on a weekly basis in training.
So am I going to have the same problem Potter had then?
No, probably first thing the club. If the owners first thing the owners can do for help him, I cut the team.
Yeah, but how you cut the team? You have to transfer players.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you realistically, okay. Let's take a perfect example. Barcelona, right? Xavi. When Xavi came in, right? Xavi had a ton of players he didn't want. It took him 3 transfer windows
to get rid of them.
And it wasn't a bloated squad like Chelsea.
Sometimes I add, Arteta go through too. Him have to wait a while to get rid of players when they want to.
And again, it wasn't a bloated squad Arteta had to work with.
It's just people who disrupt the plan. You have to get rid of.
So, I feel for Poch, man.
Yeah, Poch got up 2 in 1. He got up too much people to get rid of, basically.
Shit. The man just buy like him go supermarket and let him go. Yeah, no, it's like when me go supermarket, me don't know about supermarket. So when I go supermarket, me spend a whole and I buy pure foolishness.
Yeah, and she must find the things them out of the foolishness where she want.
Yeah, but me shop like a kid.
Yeah,
you know?
Overbuy.
And that's what Todd Bowley did. You know, start buying some players.
They must work. We must find out of everybody we buy, we must can't find 11.
You mean about this a player and do when I work up by him? That the player?
Arteta want Modric must want him for a reason. A good man. Snatch him.
Yeah, we're gonna take him.
Felix too. Snatch him. What?
I know about 2 or 3 players in school over it, right? Guys, didn't you guys want the defender with the bushy here?
We didn't want a defender for
The bushy here.
Never so highlighted like the two.
You come from Brighton. Cucurella? Cucurella.
It was mentioned, but I know strong.
Oh, okay.
But we know Sir Felix and Modric was snatched.
It's like Chelsea the Red Eye, you know, for Arsenal.
Modric called up on the Instagram and say the only club him want go at Arsenal. But in agent go for the money. So.
And he look like shit play for Chelsea. People say, this amount no pay for the brother, yeah? 100 million.
And the highlight of that saga is that we got Trossard that had problem at Brighton. Trossard, who scored a hat-trick on Liverpool this season. And
also, wait, it's okay for you to highlight things.
I want to do it tit for tat. So
tit for tat, you're right. Sure, yeah, try to cut me down. Eh? You know what I mentioned? We'll beat up Manchester United 7-0.
It's not a Liverpool show.
I will beat when in there. I will beat 8-0. Eh? And if I the coach the next day.
Forest.
And a Forest are bright.
Forest man.
What a BT man.
Forest man.
And a Forest brother. I wanted the B team them. Let me tell you exactly how.
Bournemouth.
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 And then Fire Scott.
I just visa Forest. Me just visa Forest.
Oh. And then Fire Scott.
So
after.
But and Trossard did better than Felix and Modric put together.
But you know, I need to say Felix was probably one of Chelsea better players, son. In player.
When I time him scored, when him not goal Jota, him alone score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, me not love if Liverpool could afford Felix. Come like Joao Felix. Joao Felix have whole of tricks in their bag. He just need the right coach, not Inter, not Atletico Madrid. They're too defensive. That's why I can't start him now. Please score a goal, you know. But he would do well in the English league. I'm hoping the English league team can pick him up.
I'm looking forward to see that now that we're in Champions League. It's more attractive for players who would have run to other teams because if he say, oh, Arsenal now, they don't want to say, oh, we're going to boost up the squad. I want to see where Mane go next season. Come just have a few more come back to England.
You think Bayern Munich is going to let him go?
Yeah, my probably situation, yeah.
I don't know because nothing about him wages
That's the problem, you know.
and transfer fee.
That's the problem. 400 mil, that'll be a problem. 400,000 sorry a week, that'll be a problem. So
Yeah. That's if we can afford him.
can't afford it back. But it has been a good season. Congratulations to Man City. I think they win 5 out of 7 years. Only interrupted by Chelsea and Liverpool. There's a plug for Liverpool. And
It must hurt to say it.
so I didn't want them to win. Obviously, I wanted Arsenal to win. But if Arsenal wasn't the winner, I still don't want them to win. I prefer Newcastle win. Just for them not to get the 5th. But I don't want to become a PSG and a Bayern Munich league.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to go back to the era Manchester United winning so much for 10 years. You know?
Or before that, Liverpool.
Yeah. Yeah. Arsenal never so bad. They never win. They're dominant, but they never win a lot of leagues back to back. But no.
Want to keep it. We don't even want it to be like a Spain, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Barcelona.
Yeah.
You know, at one point in Italy it was Juventus. Juventus won probably 8 or 10 league titles straight.
Mm-hmm.
They dominate.
Mm-hmm.
Recently.
Mm-hmm. So on and all, good season. Looking forward for next season. We have some work to do. Liverpool have some work to do. Arsenal have some work to do.
We have a lot of work to do. We need to strengthen the team.
City, I don't know what else them can do. I'm fearful that Messi might end up there. I'm very fearful of them, but it's a great possibility. Especially if them win our Champions League. And it looks shiny for Messi. Money is not an issue. So he probably just go there because the coach good. And he should have gone here before.
So if that's the case, then why wouldn't he go to Barcelona?
I think unless the people who him fall out with are no longer there.
They are no longer there. Remember the new president came in.
And if he's willing to play for a former teammate in Javi.
That shouldn't be a problem. They have a very good relationship. They talk.
So it's possible. Well,
the family wants to go back to Barcelona. Still got a home. The kids, this is school.
So that's a great, but the affordability is a problem. I don't think they can afford half and salary much as a full.
No, there would have to be adjustments, and it all depends on how many players we can sell.
Yeah. So City, for the money thing, City cannot give them an edge. But we'll see. It's going to be very interesting where we end up.
I think he wants to go back to Barcelona.
We're
finish his career.
Yeah, we're in the end up to finish his career too. I think he must stay longer, Adam Younger. That's a Brazilian from PSG, Neymar. Where him go? It don't look like it fit in the system anymore.
Who wants Neymar? Can Neymar stay fit? Who can afford Neymar? That is really what it is. Who really want him? Who can really afford him? Can he stay fit?
All right. This fitness problem, is it affecting his price tag? Should by now, reducing it.
But his fitness problem is certainly affecting his injuries. They have so many injuries.
Yeah, and that is affecting his
It's gonna affect his price tag.
Yeah, because he's not reliable anymore.
Right. And
So-
about now want to spend all that money.
For somebody who might sit on the
I
bench.
remember he's still under contract at PSG.
Oh, is that selling
He's got 2 years left,
Oh.
So it's still gonna be a transfer fee. And remember they broke the bank to bring him. 100 million.
From Barca. I don't know what happened to him. Alan, we can't end tonight's program without mentioning a lot of people say tonight there's no way Alan can just walk in. Nobody. This is not Bush League, This is not Farmers League, This is the Premier League. This is EPL. Nobody no walk in it and break record. Well,
Those people are idiots, man.
he
I'd have
did.
never seen. I'd have never seen him play, or they've never seen Manchester City play.
Well, for those who saw both and still say it now happened, they were using tradition.
They're arrogant.
They were using tradition. Never happened,
British arrogance.
So it happened. Congratulations to him individually. Goal scoring machine, probably the most hat-trick in our season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep. So did well in Champions League until the semis. One of your least favorite, but my favorite defender, Rudiger, really kept him quiet. But keeping him quiet, it leaves a lot of other people open, and that City game.
Yeah, but he didn't. Rudiger didn't start the second leg.
True. For some strange reason.
What's his name? Came back.
Yeah.
The Brazilian defender.
Yeah, the main man come back, and yeah. But they planned us to keep close, keep him out of the game. They started to work, but he couldn't work for the whole team. It couldn't work for one man.
Oh yeah, the team, and that's the reason why. And that's the reason I mean, unless I don't know. I don't know. Did they think every single team in the English league would have played like how Real Madrid played?
You can't play the league, so.
You cannot.
Mm-mm.
Cannot.
Mm-mm.
Cannot. You can do it like that for
tournaments.
Yeah, but you can't.
But cups, but not league. Can't do that because they're gonna work it out. If you play some, you're gonna play so.
And I remember they started playing 4-4-3.
And they work it out.
It wasn't scoring enough goals, and Pep just switched it up.
Mm-hmm. And it's happening in the two leg. You contain them in one match because you come out with a plan, and you come back with a plan. Although it's a different man, and they work it out from the first match, and them score 4.
But Pep. I felt that Pep went to Madrid for a draw because he made no change.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah, 0. That was noticeable.
0 change.
I don't know the real reason, but it was quite noticeable.
Pep said, "No what?
90 minutes.
1-1. Me take 1-1. When you come in my yard, we're going to unleash it on you."
But not even defensive change. Take out a midfield and put a more defensive minded player. Nothing.
Or even put on a more attacking minded player.
No, if you settle for the draw.
Try with the game.
No, I say if you settle for the draw, most time you see you see.
Okay, yeah.
But nothing happen.
No change. People was like, oh, okay, I'll take the draw.
Yep. But I feel him that work out something.
You know, work out something.
That work out something for the next leg.
Yeah.
Did work out. And he look at Rhea and said, I told you so.
Yes.
And Rhea said, yeah, he did. He called me. He called me and told me, say, I'll give him an acid.
And the only thing I didn't like that other day was when I liked the fact that Haaland gave up his penalty, so his teammate could get a hat trick. I understand the score was 2-1 at the time. It wasn't done and dusted, but I like his gesture. I don't think Pep should have lost it where he did.
No,
know?
I'll tell you, it go deeper than that moment. Pep no one them break out and it becomes an issue down the road where people make decisions outside of the rules and the plan.
I understand that. I understand that.
That's dipping it in the bud thing in my play.
Yeah, but where he reacted.
Should have been a bit more understanding.
Yeah.
But it's Pep, it work for him.
Yeah.
He want to be the ego. He don't want that ego in that place.
But
and
at least
he's having a problem now. He might have a problem. De Bruyne.
Yeah, De Bruyne problem. De Bruyne tell him to shut up.
Yeah, and him telling him in training too. When he might talk to him in the training, he might tell him to shut up. So I don't think De Bruyne have a long life. They must start telling himself to go on because
listen,
started when he bench him. He must show attitude.
Listen, don't be surprised if he get transferred at the end of the season.
Yeah. Knowing Pep.
Yeah.
Pep played tough enough, but my nose it cut him like a knife.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Listen.
He tell me to shut up. He tell me to shut up in training.
When you never get away with it, Eto. No, not Eto. What about the name? The two brothers.
Yeah.
Toure. Zlatan. I'm a Zlatan the follow too. Zlatan hate him. You know. I don't think Ronaldinho is a fan of him. You know. And there's a host of players where Pep not played away there. If you don't do Pep want to do.
And it wasn't something Buddy was telling him. He was holding the ball too much. And Pep attempted to pass and said, Kevin, pass the ball. Pass the ball, Kevin. And man, stop. Turn. Leave the play and turn. I said, shut up. That was about that.
If my player do that, remember I tell you, you're being fined and you're being suspended.
No, Pep want to win Champions League more than...
Me know.
Yeah.
But me, would I cut off my nose to sight my face? But I know Pep wants to win it so bad.
So badly. If he was 2-time Champions League with City out of the 5 seasons when he win, him that do something about it. But him have this thing on him back. So heavy.
Hey, remember Sané?
Yeah. Sané, he reserved Sané to the water buckle.
Yes, man.
Orange. Sané have to run, go back to Germany. You know where? Sterling do. Probably Sterling does to say, I don't want to leave, come and rub the bench.
Sterling don't want to leave because I'm rub the bench. And a World Cup come up, and they want to, lose a World Cup spot. And him say, Haaland come in.
Sterling put out him little talk, he say, him that get a good support from the coach. Like, no, man, Sterling, man. No, man, don't think that way. Man say, no, you can't go.
Listen, remember, in bringing Jack Grealish here before for a shitload of money, right? And then I bring in Haaland. I'm not a fan of Sterling, but I don't blame Sterling for saying, let me go look elsewhere because he never get in the game.
Look him to what look at youth name, the English youth.
Calvin Phillips. Look into Calvin.
Calvin wasn't ill one at a time.
Louis Parkman, the man does not play good. Pepper
Yeah.
said the man unfit and now whole bunch of stuff,
Play
man.
too much of World Cup and him still unfit for Pep. Yeah.
Pep said the man unfit.
No,
Who you that?
the forward man, the winger, the right winger.
The one where left hand Ghana, Germany?
Mm-mm. And keeping me alone, man. He play for England too, man.
Oh,
He play what there. He start for the first time in a long time. Since then, we.
yeah, I'm gonna like him, you know. Where's him again?
Technical, he's the most technical baller them have. But I don't know why I keep him on the bench. I don't know why I go on.
Where's him again, man? Oh shit! And they play a lot last year.
In black and white.
I think him white. I come in to look him up. If I see him player, I'm gonna look him up. Come and say in black and white.
I must be alone where I want them in black and white. On the left.
I say in black and white. Phil Foden.
Foden.
Foden white. Come and look him up. I say, well, come here, what? Got you in your cut? Do you have your cut? What? In white. Come and look him up.
If Foden can't, Foden better than Sterling, and still Foden can't play. Nice squad.
I mean, a war come and say, yo, when him Foden when I play England,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, that's out, bring on the man. And bring on the man come start up the place.
Man, a baller, man. Foden is a baller. Somebody that watch, either even go and match and a year side, but either go so watch him play, you know?
Yeah,
I want him all of them.
I don't like City, but I like Foden.
Mm-hmm. It like Felix, them type of people, eh?
Yeah.
I know I like to. I don't overdo it more time from Saint Maximum.
Oh, Rocky Boo.
I'm a baller,
True, Rocky Boo.
Him electrifying, man. Him go take on anybody. You could have big like Mount Everest, man. Rocket
But I like see him. I don't know why something I like him.
And the coach now playing these days. Like him for leave too.
Coach of what players now?
Luis Sarr, him look like him out for leave too. Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace? Every year him look like him out for leave.
So a lot of changes are going next year. A lot of changes. But guess what? What time we're upon this, you know? People.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a long one. We're probably short of 3 hours by a little bit. I don't know much bit, but a little bit.
3 minutes shy.
Yeah. But that was our European leagues.
Or take on the European League.
2022.
Right, so I'm looking forward to Everton and Leicester, with Southampton being relegated tomorrow.
It looked likely, as we say, with West Ham playing Leicester. West Ham have nothing to lose.
Yeah, I think Leeds is good though.
They have nothing to gain by playing hard.
I think
they have a match.
Yeah, I think Leeds and Leicester are good.
So, with that said,
anyway, folks,
thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.
Hope you find this episode interesting, and I hope that even for customers, because we say something about Leicester, we say something about Everton, when I like because of your team, and football, you know. You feel say you 8 Liverpool fans and players and club, Arsenal, Bayern, PSG, it works. That's what makes the program interesting. We have no problem, zero problem.
As long as you're being respectful, we have no problems at all.
So with that,
we welcome every comment, every respectful comment.
Tell me the foolishness what we say, man. Or support you upon a point that we made. Either way, welcome. No comment is unready. As my fellow co-host say, as long as you just, cuss me out and being disrespectful. No need for that. All right? Oh yeah, close with, sir.
Remember, this is just our opinion. Anyway, folks, Thanks for joining us. For those of you in the US, have a happy Memorial Day weekend. Okay, folks, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And again, thank you very much to all our new subscribers. We truly appreciate you. And to our existing subscribers, also, thank you very much for being a subscriber.
What's your
All right? Have a good one. Good night, folks.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos. And don't forget to comment and hit that notification bell. This has been another episode of Teach and the Prof.